Good morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. I'm Brian Moritz and today I get to walk you around a 2021 Newmar Essex. So just a couple things to get out of the way before I start this video. This is a sold unit, so we're just waiting for the customer to come pick it up, but we wanted to display it just so you get a chance to see an Essex. We do have 2 more on order that are still changeable, meaning we can change the exterior colors, we can change the interior, we can change pretty much anything we want on them. So we could order you a Newmar Essex that would be exactly what you want. So this particular Newmar Essex, again, 2021 4551 floor plan. The exterior graphics is Winchester, which I really like because it goes away from, you know, the traditional colors. You usually see a lot of browns, reds, blacks, but blue, white, and silver just makes a really nice, pretty color scheme. Couple things to notice just on the exterior of this Essex: 2 Girard Nova awnings up on the roof there. That is full length, so it goes from the front cap all the way to the rear cap. There's 2 separate awnings there that you can control individually. They also have built-in wind sensors. They have a remote that's on the inside. I can show it to you in there, or you can control them from down here and tuck them away there. Now, in conjunction with those 2 big patio awnings, part of that Girard Nova awning package is you get these window awnings as well. That'll cover some of your bigger windows, really just to keep the sun out, you know, keep the insulation or keep the heat out of your motorhome. Also with that, all the windows on the exterior are dual pane tinted windows, which provides better insulation, keeps you warmer in the winter, cooler in the summer. We'll walk around, look at the exterior of this motorhome, and then head on inside. First thing you're gonna see, Dometic refrigerator freezer on a tray. So this is the new style. You get 2 separate compartments here. You can control those individually. That's going to run off of either 12 volt or 110 volt. There's also an app that you can get for your phone and control this fridge from wherever you are. You know, change the temperature, monitor temperature, that kind of thing. Back 1 bay here, nice power storage tray. Now, this is a full pass-through bay. This will come out 60% either direction. One thing that I do love about Newmar Essex right now is they're putting these shelves up in the top as an option, just to give you a better storage place, give you more versatile storage space. Same thing going back 1 more bay, just a little bit wider. Again, full pass-through power tray. I'm just pushing a button on the door here. Another shelf on top of that one. Coming back 1 more bay here. This is going to be a manual tray. It's not a full pass-through. It just goes about halfway through there. Also in this bay, you do have your central vacuum system, some controls for your awnings, and just a couple other electronics in there. Back 1 more bay. Right behind this bay is going to be your freshwater tank, but you do get this nice little pegboard with some trays. You can use it for storage. Couple extra quarts of oil, some tools, that kind of thing. Goes perfect in that bay. Coming back towards the rear, this is not necessarily a storage bay. This is just your 15-gallon DEF tank. And then the very last compartment on the passenger side of this motorhome is going to be just your chassis batteries and some other engine maintenance components. So one thing I do want to point out, because we get asked this all the time, what that is, that's an emergency egress door. We'll look at it a little closer inside there, but that's not an additional slide out. So all Newmar Essex are built on the K3, the Spartan K3 chassis. They come equipped with a Cummins ISX 15-liter diesel. Puts out 605 horsepower, 1,950 foot-pounds of torque. And with that big motor down below, 2.5-inch receiver, 20,000 pounds of towing capacity, 2,000 pounds vertical weight, 7-pin connector for your trailer brakes, trailer lights, or your tow vehicle. And they also set you up with an airline if you're going to be using an Air Force One braking system in a tow vehicle. So just a great standard feature that Spartan puts on there. All Newmar Essex come with side mounted radiator for better cooling. Right behind that's going to be your transmission cooler and your turbo cooler, so everything gets just a little bit more airflow. One thing I do want to point out, for that 15-gallon DEF tank on the back, you do have dual side fills, so whichever side you pull up to the pump on, you can fill up your DEF tank. A little bit of hose storage up here. And then first compartment towards the back on the driver's side is going to be just a water compartment. So a couple things to notice here. Water manifold lets you shut off water to any individual tap in the motorhome. Black tank rinse, fresh tank fill, or gray tank rinse, I'm sorry. Tank levels, you can also turn your water pump on from here. Whole house water filter, exterior hot and cold shower. This is this coach does have a macerator. So essentially, instead of a gravity dump like you see in normal motorhomes, you pull this out and you can turn on a pump and it'll actually pump your tanks out. The cool thing about macerators is you don't have to necessarily be on a level platform to use it. It can pump up a hill a little bit. One other thing newer for Newmar is the stainless steel backer panel here. The great thing about this is all this is etched on. You don't have stickers you have to worry about falling off, and then you don't know where or what you're changing. So just a really nice clean layout in that water compartment. Forward one more bay, 50 amp power cord on a reel. So push a button, it'll suck itself back in. The button's just up on the door in this case. And then you also have a spot to remote start your generator back in the back of that compartment. Forward one more here. This is your Oasis system. That's going to provide you with hot water as well as heat. It's a 50,000 BTU furnace and will give you continuous on-demand hot water. Back over to our pass-through bays. I showed you this on the other side as well, but push the button, it'll come out 60% either direction. We're going to actually extend this one all the way out. So makes things very easy, you know, with this big slide on this side, you can still access everything on that tray. Now another really cool thing that Newmar does, and most manufacturers do, but you can't control this tray from this side going out the other direction. It'll stop, it won't let you push it out that other direction. Prevents the risk of, you know, damaging that other side door, that kind of thing. Look up top here, another big awning over these two huge windows. And then coming forward, again, the other side of our next pass-through bay. And then this last compartment in the front, 8 6-volt AGM house batteries, providing you with 800 amp hours of battery power. Gives you a pretty good, or a pretty long time that you can be off the grid, you know, not plugged in. You saw I don't have this motorhome plugged in and I'm still running it just fine. Coupled with those 8 batteries, you do have a 3,000 watt Magnum inverter. And then the last bay in this motorhome, just an electronics bay. All your chassis fuses are in here. This is also where you operate the slide to your generator. So coming around the front, I just did a slide on your generator. So this entire front cap will pop out and slide out your 12,500 watt generator. That's a Cummins owned diesel and quiet diesel. That'll pull fuel directly off of your 150 gallon fuel tank. And that pretty much wraps up the outside. Just a couple little features. I showed you the dual side depth fill. You also have dual side diesel fuels, and they're both going to be just right behind this front axle. Just makes it really easy when you're pulling into truck stops. Always pull into the truck stop because they got the better nozzles. Keyless entry, so you can type in a code here and unlock the doors as well as your baggage doors. There's also a doorbell on in here for if you have guests coming over. That's pretty much it for the exterior. Let's go ahead and walk inside. So walking into any Newmar Essex is always kind of awe-inspiring. I mean, it's just beautiful in here. This particular floor plan, again, is a 4551. So full wall slide on your driver's side, 2 smaller slides on your passenger side. We'll kind of start just going over on this side. First thing, really nice big power recliners. Crazy comfortable, and they lean way back for when you're watching the TV. Over on, just so we see it, over on the door side, you do have a 50-inch Samsung HD TV that pops up out of the televator. We'll slowly let that come up, but that's sitting directly in front of those two nice big recliners. While we're waiting for that, we can show some of the other things on this recliner. So huge storage in here. You know, if you want to carry some TV trays, you know, books, magazines, games, just a huge storage spot. You can put them all. Decks of cards can go up on that tray. Go ahead and look at the TV now that it's up. Again, 50-inch Samsung HD TV. Now the cool thing is I put that up from over on the passenger side or driver's side earlier. We can also do it from here. So anywhere you see these little panels, I think there's 9 of them in this motorhome, we get general coach controls. So all the furniture in this living room is Villa furniture. So a nice, well recognized furniture brand. This coach is equipped with the Villa Flex dinette. So I'm just pushing a button on the side here. It's on a power motor. And then you see the seat pop up here. And then tuck that pillow on there. Gives you extra seating. Now this table does pull out. There's 2 leaves that I'll show you in the closet in the back that you can put in there. If you wanted to sit 4 or 6 people comfortably, this dinette is more than capable of doing so. So each of these windows over on the driver's side all have power. All the windows in here have power shades, and I'll show you those here in just a few. Work over to the patio side. Up top, nice big cabinets. AV compartment for your satellite dish. Now we can order from the factory with a satellite dish, whether you use Dish Network, DirecTV, Bell, we can order them. More storage. Coming into the kitchen area. Nice big storage here. Other thing that's cool about this, adjustable shelves. You can move stuff up and down, or move the shelf up and down for taller items. The other thing is it's carpeted in there, so you don't have to worry about things rattling and sliding around while you're driving down the road. Little spice area up there. Another nice big storage. Newmar does a great job of putting these little accessibility drawers in there. And the shelf up top here is adjustable as well. So this is a convection microwave that will run off of that 3,000 watt inverter. I have it unplugged right now. This coach literally just showed up from the factory, so we haven't even finished all our prep stuff on it. Down below, solid surface countertop. One of my favorite things that Newmar does, because it's cheap, it's easy, but it kind of makes a difference, is they put cutting boards in the bottom of your countertop covers. I mean, just easy, common sense things. The other thing, 2-burner true induction cooktop. This is actually just removable. You can take it outside, put it on the patio bench, cook your meals outside. And then nice single bowl residential style or undermount sink, residential style sprayer, or faucet with a sprayer I should say. And then down below, trash can drawer. And then I wanted these to be in here just so you could see Newmar actually sets you up with a place where you can store your sink covers. See if I can figure out how to put these on. Look at that. But again, just Newmar doing great things for us to make our lives a little bit easier. So this drawer looks a little scary right now because it's got all your remotes in there, most of them. I mean, you can use the same remote for all the TVs if you want to, but all your remotes, some storage for your silverware, and then 3 nice big drawers over on the front side of the kitchen. And with that, this does pop out as well, just for extra counter space. Push the button, push it back in. And the last thing for the kitchen, dishwasher in a drawer. Does have the same matching wood front. Just give it a nice clean look. Give you a nice clean, or nice high-end feel as well. Coming back here, 19.7 cubic foot Whirlpool residential refrigerator. So this is an electric only refrigerator, no propane at all on this motorhome. Drawer down below, ice maker. Just plenty of storage for frozen goods. And then the best part of a 4551 is going to be the huge pantry. Now each of these drawers does lock in place, so push on them, they'll pop out just a little bit and then you can pull them out. Push it in, it's locked in again. Fully adjustable shelves, so if you got cereal boxes, that kind of thing, you can move them up and down as needed. Half bath in the middle on a 4551. So just a toilet, an undermount sink, there's a medicine cabinet in there. And just a little bit of extra storage. Now that is a Dometic electric flush macerating toilet. Which brings us back into the master bedroom. King bed on 4551s. Actually all Essex floor plans will have a king bed. So one cool thing on the Essex is on either side of the bed, they put a wireless charger into the nightstands. So I just put my phone down and started charging. Good storage up above the bed. One more cabinet on the other side. And then additional storage underneath the bed. Over on the off-door side, this is more of a wardrobe side of the motorhome. Up top here, another AV compartment for this 32-inch Samsung HD TV. Down below that, you do have a Bose Solo 7 soundbar. And then another storage compartment there. More storage over here. And then a bank of 6 drawers, just like that. Now, every drawer in this motorhome is a quiet close, so you don't have to worry about slamming them and breaking them. While we're here, we'll talk about this panel really quick. So there's 2 of these panels in the motorhome. You've seen the little small ones that I use to control the lights and that kind of thing. But this is your just full-on coach control. So here we can change the temperature. We can turn on your heated floor. Figure out what's going on with our water system. Like I can just go to water, fresh tank, black tank, gray tank, in a percentage, water pump on and off, fill the tank, all that stuff right here. Also can turn on your block heater, your floor heat. So you have 3 zones of floor heat. That's electric radiant in-floor heating. So you do have to be either plugged in or on a generator to use it. And then you can also, for security purposes, this coach has a 360-degree camera system. So we can actually scroll through the different cameras and figure out, you know, if you hear a noise in the middle of the night, you can figure out what's going on without having to walk outside. And last thing, we can lock and unlock both our entry door as well as our cargo doors, all from that screen in the bedroom. Start and stop your generator. Anything you need to do in this motorhome can be controlled from back here without having to go up front. Coming back into the bathroom area, another great part of 4551s. Huge residential style shower. You got a full tile shower, dual sprayers. Now, in the shower, you do have a nice little seat here, tucks away just right up against the wall. Assist handle, shampoo, conditioner, body wash bottle, so you don't have to carry additional. Right here, your aquamizer system, so that's going to tell you if your water's hot or not, so you're not wasting fresh water if you don't have any hookups. But just, I mean, literally tons of room. Like, this is bigger than the shower in my house. So, great thing about Newmar Essex 4551. We'll show this really quick just while we're here. This is that emergency egress door that I talked about on the exterior. There we go. So just an absolute emergency situation where you need to jump out of here. It's here for you. There is a ladder that can pop out of this door if you needed it, but my sense is say that if you need this door, you're probably just going to take the jump. Huge cedar lined closet in the back with full length mirrors on both doors. One great thing about them, you do have shoe shelving in there, so you don't have to worry about your shoes being all clustered up. Hanging there, hanging on top. We'll open it from the other side where you'll get a little bit better view. So, and then there's shelving on the right side of that closet as well. And then just a built-in safe in the back there. And on the ground you saw those two pieces covered in tape. Those are the leaves for your table. It's a great place to keep them when you're not using them. And you do have a locking mechanism up top here as well, so that these doors don't come over while you're in transit. Nice medicine cabinet there. There are two 110 volt outlets back in the back of that medicine cabinet. Let's just go ahead and do this really quick because I think it's cool. So in the 4551 you get the dual mount or dual sinks, lots of storage underneath, two 110 volt outlets. But for when you're getting ready for your night out, actually I'm going to turn those ones off and turn these ones on. You get inlaid lights inside of your mirror. Just a nice high-end feel. And then as we're kind of walking out of the bathroom here, stacked Whirlpool washer and dryer. Really gives you the capability to not leave the motorhome, being able to do laundry inside. So that, I mean, that pretty much wraps up the interior of this motorhome. I never did mention it, but this does have ginger glazed maple. So also on the roof, you do have three 15,000 BTU air conditionings with heat pumps built into them. So they will provide you a little bit of heat as well. Your freshwater capacity on this coach is 105 gallons of fresh water, 80 gallons of gray water, and 65 gallons of sewage, which is your black tank. So let's go over just a few things in the cab before we wrap this one up. So on this Spartan K3 chassis, I'm just going to put it into accessory mode for a few minutes. All right, so first thing that I like about this coach, you do have power tilt and telescoping. So no longer do you have a pedal over on this left side, you just push a button and it comes down. So when we're looking at this dash, full LCD dash, couple things in here that I really like. Right now I'm in the air level screen. So right at this moment I have this coach air level. I didn't drop the jacks, I just hit air level, and all that's doing is adjusting the air pressure in the air bags to level the motorhome. So that's great for one, refueling. It will make fueling much easier and prevent messes. The other thing that it does very well is if you're just stopping for a night and don't feel like really setting up a camp, push the air level button, it'll stay just flat and level as long as you need it to. The other control in here that is important, there's two more I guess. If we go to settings and then comfort drive, this motorhome is equipped with comfort drive, which could be a video in and of itself, but essentially what it's going to do is adjust how much torque it takes to turn the steering wheel. It also provides assistance if you're in a heavy crosswind. It'll compensate for that so that you don't have to sit there and hold the steering wheel to the left or the right, depending on where the wind is coming from. And then last one I wanted to show you is this coach is equipped with on-guard collision mitigation system. So that's adaptive cruise control and lane keeping assistance, just for safety features while you're driving down the road. If traffic stops short in front of you and you don't react fast enough, the coach will just slow down for you, help prevent an accident. Over on this left side of the driver's seat, Hwh Hydraulic Leveling. So this is your actual jack system. Push the auto level button, 4-point leveling. It'll drop 4 jacks down, level this coach out perfectly. Touchpad for your Allison 4000 mAh transmission. tag controls, axle controls, your engine brake on and off master switch. Now this does come with a high, medium, and low. If you put it in high, I promise it'll stop you. Well, not stop you, but it does work very well. Controls for your headlights. This does come equipped with automatic headlights. Bright and dim your dash. Driving lights. And then important one over here, it's not going to let me because I don't have it running. We can start it up really quick though. Power window over on this driver's side. So if you do have, you know, throw some change out for a toll, that kind of thing, you do have the option of a power window, which is actually a standard, not an option. Two nice big screens over on the in the center here. This one's going to control your radio, your navigation. This one's going to be dedicated to cameras. So if I turn on my left blinker right now, if I turn the coach back on, it's going to show me the left side of the motorhome. Same with the right. Also in here is going to be, well, I'm going to show you this first. So we can also control each of these cameras individually. 360 camera, so now it looks like we're looking down on the top of the motorhome. If you're maneuvering in a tight area, that might come in handy. The other thing that we got here is your navigation, which is Rand McNally navigation. So you can actually set the parameters of this motorhome, you know, height, weight, length, all that stuff, and then it won't take you on routes that you can't make it down. So very well thought out cab here. Everything's very ergonomic, makes life really easy. Up above the cab, this is going to be all of your coach controls. Another panel just like that one I showed you in the bedroom, where we can control all of our control the entire coach from here. And then just different lights, awnings, that kind of stuff. Slides in and out, and then just extra lights, and then your Wi-Fi router. So that Wi-Fi router is going to be over on this side. Up there, the switch is in there to turn it on, but that will give you your own private secure network inside of this motorhome. So before we leave, one more thing I want to show, because I think it's a really cool feature. On this panel over here, or actually any of the panels for that matter, there's you go to systems, and then there's just a button that says theater mode. So I just pushed it. So now a couple things are going to happen. One, TV lift is going up. Two, all of our power shades are going down. 3, it dimmed all the lights. All at the touch of one button. So just a really cool, you know, ease of access feature. Makes you feel like you're in a high-end motorhome when you can do stuff like that. So just something I like to demonstrate. And then once you're done, just push the TV lift down. And then retract all your shades, and you can turn your lights back on. So it took 6 buttons to do everything I just did. So just a really kind of cool, fun feature. So that pretty much wraps up the demonstration of this 2021 Newmar Essex 4551. Again, I have 2 of these motorhomes on order. I can change colors, I can change wood, I can change fabric, I can change just about anything at this point. One of them I have probably another 2 weeks to change before it goes into drop dead mode where it's coming how it's set, and the other one I think I have about a month. So if you're interested in a Newmar Essex or any other Newmar for that matter, feel free to give me a call at 303-482-6375. Again, I'm Brian Moritz with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. Thank you guys for tuning in.